Sudantag. After the Franco-German War of 1870 to 1871, the Sudantag was established to celebrate our victory at Sedan, where we captured the lost French Emperor Napoleon III and the cream of their army. Originally a holiday to honour the Prussian military, the Sudantag transformed into a celebration of the Reich's foundation, and after the Weltkrieg, the humbling of its foes. In every town and village from Aachen to Memel, every street is decorated in black, white and red. Every bell proudly proclaims this day of celebration. Nobles, soldiers and innumerable veterans parade proudly through the streets, cheered by the happy masses. Indeed, this is a good day, a day that reminds us of the peace and prosperity we've enjoyed since the forging of the Reich. Today is a good day. Right, air forces. We do actually have some. I just need to know what they are. And where they are. You lot are all tactical bombers, right? Yes. I'm going to send these fighters. Can we? Yes. Over here. And also these TAC bombers. Right, the AOG is ours. I totally forgot that we can use the AOG. That's Portugal. That's legation cities. How long does this last? Let's kill the triads. Off you go, Mitteleuropa. War stimulates the economy. Due to the war, industrial production across several sectors has skyrocketed and the workforce has endeavoured to fulfill their patriotic duty. This has had a net positive effect on the economy by reducing the aftermath of the Black Monday crash. It seems the economy is finally showing signs of life. See, war is good for business. It's just good business. Costa Rica requests our assistance. Disaster is otherwise... Huh? I guess that's supposed to be disaster has struck the otherwise quiet little nation of Costa Rica when the ZKG, the Zentralamerikanische Gesellschaft, crashed hard in the Berlin Stock Exchange just a few weeks earlier, dragging the nation into a hole out of which it will be unable to recover on its own. To save them from complete collapse, the small nation has requested us loan to bail out the ZKG. Yes, I will assist you. War. What is it good for? Business. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good chant. I approve. Do you know how many other nations have multiple focus trees other than Russia? Russia, the UK... Germany... I know those three for sure. Not sure about others. It's just too bad that we don't have more political power so we can mobilize. Oh, of course. This has done something which I really wish vanilla did and made it more expensive the more you mobilize, rather than just one cost for going from like minimum to maximum. It's now like a sliding scale. Much prefer that. Did my air forces arrive? They did. Where are my attack bombers? In fact, that's the other thing I should do, is bring all of my planes back home. Except for you. Oh, I think I see what the problem was. There we are. Now you're flying. Also, Bosniak. You're going by land? Okay. I guess. Bulgaria has embargoed us. Word has reached us that the treacherous Bulgarians have, in the wake of the economic crisis, decided to maintain protectionist tariffs and have, accordingly, seen fit to embargo the members of Middle Europa. While this is by no means a big loss, the Bulgarian-German relations already cooled significantly following the Weltkrieg. This does go to show how self-serving and heinous the Bulgarians can truly be. Ouch. Nejd has declared war on Jabal Shammar. The other question is, where is Jackson? Oh, you are here. Very good. I would like you to do naval invasion support here. And I guess the other question is, where on earth is Fishy? You're also sailing. Not sure if that's actually quicker. Whoa, okay. Apparently we're building stuff real quick. Well, we want Hanover because it's got oil. Don't know why my shift click's not working. Let's just do that again. There we are. Do we produce any oil anywhere else here? No. What other resources do we get? Thuringia does chromium, which we do need. I think maybe one more. Actually, the other thing we do need is synthetic refineries and maybe fuel silos. Let's get a couple of fuel silos built. In fact, hell, that could be something we do in Hanover once that's built up. That army is taking the Ethiopian AI tactic from the multiplayer game. Yeah. Right, did my planes ever arrive? No. And you know what? I think I'm going to bring in another fighter squadron. That was this one. Let's bring in you. Oh, not train. Yes, superiority. There we are. Waiting for my bombers to arrive. They're taking their sweet time. It's because they're not doing it. Why aren't you flying here? Why aren't you flying here? Oh, now you are. Apparently you just didn't want to go to that one airbase. Right. Well, now I know you're on the way at least. Although this airbase is going to get rather full. Stay off the coast of Hong Kong and naval bombard Hong Kong. That's all I need you to do. Shore bombard. Minus 25% defenses because of that. Now, does that still happen if you're in naval support jobby? Apparently, yes. And it's still 25%. Okay, so naval support does actually just do anything on the coast. Good. Speed this up a bit. Peace deal between Flanders, Wallonia and the Triad Syndicate. Where are my armies? Off the coast of India. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Wait. Wait. Oh, you left Mitteleuropa.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Well, that's one less thing I have to defend then, I guess. So let's have you... guard that bit.
Befehle.
Then you just need to guard up to there. How's your politics looking? You are still primarily social conservative, so it's not likely you'll join the commune. Sick of German oppression and the disaster of Black Monday, Belgian independence movement throughout the country have been revolting and performing guerrilla strikes on the German army. Due to their own recovery, the German Empire has been unable to support Adalbert I to his fullest and has let the situation escalate beyond their control. After coordinated strikes by the independence army in the cities of Mons and Antwerp, they were finally able to push the Flandrian Wallonian army back to Brussels, where after fist fighting the German king surrendered. With no clear answer yet from the German Empire, many fear that the independent Belgium may be short-lived, especially with tensions between the Empire and the Commune of France rising and the strategic location of the country. Considering we had a huge army here and they didn't even try to fight, a little bit disappointing. And now South Netherlands is back alive again. Right. Did my bombers ever actually arrive? No. Why? What's going on here? You start flying. If the fighters can make it, you definitely can. Oh, nope, still going. Stupid sexy Flanders, indeed. Not so sexy anymore, though. The Belgian Revolution, uh-oh. While we were busy solving our own problems, Adalbert, King of Flanders Wallonia, has been deposed and sent packing by his people. Even though this outrageous event, we have to handle the situation carefully, as a war will hinder our recovery and may provoke syndicalist aggression. Delegates of the new Belgian state, however, have come up with a proposal of their own. They request we sign a treaty guaranteeing their newfound sovereignty and rebalancing our currently one-sided economic system. In exchange, they would rejoin the Reichspakt, expand their army, and be our first line of defence against the syndicalist threat. German holdings and companies would remain in charge of large parts of the industry, and special programs would temporarily be kept aiding German citizens in their integration into Belgium, or alternatively, their return home. Accept the proposal and organise the Congress of Arles, or Germans do not give in. Attack at once! This is acceptable. We'll accept a little bit of devolution from our European friends and colleagues. Belgium demands yet more. Oh, of course they do. Even though we agreed to nearly all of their demands and almost reached an accord, the Belgian Prime Minister suddenly rose up and declared that no treaty would be signed unless we hand over Luxembourg. This was met with protest from our outraged delegates refusing to accept such ridiculous demands. Some see this as a sudden U-turn, however, as an excuse to stay out of the Reichspakt and search for other allies. Yeah, you can have Luxembourg. Be better having it under one owner. And a bit more research. Definitely want synthetic oil. And also excavation. Let's get the extra bits and pieces going. Right, where is my aeroplane? Still off Afghanistan somewhere. So it's about halfway. Still going. Belgium has rejoined the Reichspakt. Agreed upon in the Treaty of Arlon, the newborn nation of Belgium has officially joined the Reichspakt to protect its sovereignty from syndicalist hawks. It's fine. It's all I wanted. The bombers clearly did the same as that one plane that flew the route from London to Düsseldorf, straight to Edinburgh. It's now over the Himalayas. By the time they get there, this war's going to be over. Boom. And they've arrived. And yes, you can start bombing the living daylights out of these guys. Have fun. Aha! We've arrived. So, Poznik, now that I've remembered we can actually use the AOG, we've taken all of that. I think we can probably send you like up here to go and assist in the offensive against that. And then Fishy. You're going to start planning a naval invasion from Ningbao to Tianjin. Oh, actually, we can go from... well, highway. New plan. Sail from... is that mine? It's German East Asia.
Angetreten.
I apparently can't do it from there. Huh. Why? Don't know. Okay, so now we can approach Poland and then get the Black Monday reforms finished. 35 days. With the economy slowly finding its track again, the time has maybe come to finally improve our economic ties with Poland. There has been some enthusiasm about this proposal in some circles. The Zentrum politician Heinrich von Brentanow in particular has been a leading proponent of the idea. Plus we have a puppet in power, so do it. Right, you guys can go and fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Over here. And you... actually, you can fly from there. Then... aha! We did it. The fall of Shanghai. Despite the city's nominal international protections, AOG troops seized Shanghai today, rapidly overwhelming the local police and garrison forces and raising their banners across the Bund. Only a few years ago, such an action would almost certainly have been met by international outrage, but conflict elsewhere has left few able to offer meaningful protection to the Confederate city's people. The AOG soldiers have already begun the process of looting the areas outside the old international settlement, while most foreigners have thus far left unscathed, but not without worry. Alright, so what deal was reached? I think they've just been integrated into my territories. Yep, they've all become AOG. I'm okay with this. Mission accomplished. The prestige of Germany has been restored. We can all go home now.
Befehle.
Alright, let's send the German Peace and Unity Reminder Force over to Poland. Bring Fishy back to home waters. And Jackson can return home to Kiel, as can the air forces that we sent over there. We lost one plane, gained a bit of experience. It's alright. And hopefully they make it this time. It's nice having colonial forces who can do your bidding. Anyway, let's get our submarines drilling again. See how much they've done. Yeah, still need more. Actually, you know what? I want you lot based in Stettin. Costa Rica requests a German garrison. Rising instability in the USA and nearby regimes in Central America have forced the small nation to come to us for aid. Reminding us of the strong ties between our two nations and the significant German population living in their territory, they ask that we station a small regiment in San Jose to deter foreign threats. Whilst this has short-term implications with our relation to the USA, we're sure that they will understand we are acting for the greater good. For the greater good. Yeah, do it. And actually, I'm going to cancel your orders. We're going to station all of you. No? Is this not going to work? Ah, that's how. To Stettin! Because then we're training in the Baltic and we're a lot less likely to be smashed. The Tokyo Conference, the surprising victory of the legation cities and their elimination by the AOG, means that the German Empire gains new sources of profits. Due to the large foreign investment and capital presence, the legation cities were under collective protection, so all regional powers should decide their fate. We can join the conference, which will bring in the USA, the Australasians, the Empire of Japan, and us. Or forget about it! No Tokyo Conference. And the AOG likes us a lot more. I mean, this is now our colony. We fought for it, nobody else did. Forget about it! Your rights have been revoked. Alright, submarines have arrived, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all of you. Start drilling. Meanwhile, how is the refitting situation going? It's going. I couldn't tell you how well, but it's working. Food from Middle Africa. Thanks to the initiative of the new colonial administration, Middle Africa is now producing grains and canned food in significant quantities, enough so that it relieves some of the pressure on our domestic industry. Without the new colonial administration, this kind of benefit would be impossible. Well, thank you, Middle Africa. I'm sure you're not doing anything wrong to ensure this kind of progress. What is the Great Khan doing? Losing to the Markleek. Now, am I getting legation profits or anything like that? Imperial Pride, surrender limit plus 10%. Damn right. Doesn't look like it. We do get the Argentinian trade agreement. But nothing from the legations. That should make the AOG quite significantly stronger. That's a lot of manpower. Never seen AI lose to them. I mean, they won't necessarily lose. This still seems to be pretty equal. I mean, Mongolia with Tibet is pretty strong. They have about 12 soldiers, 2 factories. They have about 12 soldiers, 4 factories, and Tibet has 4 soldiers, 1 factory. So Tibet's losing badly. But they are forcing Markleek to fight on 2 fronts, which is good for the Khanate. Do the AOG have a focus tree now? No. Unfortunately, it's one of the focus trees that I really want to see them introduce, but they haven't done it yet. Alas. Who's this? Oh, those are the refitted destroyers returning to their fleets. Yes, I did know that. Varus, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Stability is slowly but surely recovering. Then once we've approached Poland, we can get the end of the Black Monday stuff, and then hopefully our industry starts to tick over again. This has been a pretty quick recovery, to be fair. Yeah, the Arab nations are good. So is Egypt. I enjoy playing as Egypt, actually. John Garner, elected president of the USA. Despite the massive instability rampant in the nation ever since the Great Depression of 1925, the presidential elections went forwards and the voting results are clear. The Democratic candidate, John Nance Garner, is the 32nd president of the United States. Garner was defeated in 1932 Democratic primary, but he has returned with a campaign focused on defending democracy and fighting both the CSA and the AFP, even with brute force in consideration. This stance has alarmed the left and the right, with radicals in the US and the Union's political crises might turn even worse. Oh yeah, the American tree has changed as well, hasn't it? Doesn't have anything about the different presidents that they can get. So, does that always happen? Is there any way of avoiding the Civil War still? I thought it was Garner who could avoid it. No, it's Curtis that could, isn't it? How's the Prussia of the Balkans doing? Okay. They're angry with me, which I don't like. They've embargoed us. Which really doesn't seem like a wise choice. Considering they're encircled by people who really don't like them very much. They'd kind of be reliant on Germany's assistance, and we would just be like, you embargoed me! No! What's my favourite nation to play as in Kaiserreich? I mean, probably Germany. But I do say that having not played as any of the other nations for... Well, not having played Kaiserreich for quite a long time, so I don't necessarily know what other nations are available. Okay, Brentano's speech. Yesterday in the early afternoon, Zentrum politician Heinrich von Brentano gave an impassioned speech on how the differences of the past must be laid aside in order to create a stronger European economic bloc that included even nations with which we have our differences. While not mentioned explicitly in name, it was obvious that that he spoke of reconciling with our smaller neighbour, Poland. Our relationship with Poland has been icy since the Weltkrieg, and the Polish nationalism has been a keen thorn in the Kaiser's side over the past 2 decades. Perhaps it's time to set aside our old animosity for the sake of the future. And now we can finish the Black Monday reforms. It seemed impossible, but the numbers confirm it. The crisis is nearing its end. The key point is that it's not over yet. There are still millions without jobs, and civil society has been stretched to breaking point. The catastrophe of Black Monday will leave marks for generation, but this is the beginning of the end. Have I looked at how they changed South America with all the uncrossable terrain? Oh yeah. So I'm guessing you can move along the Amazon. But not these interior bits. Huh. Cool. Whoa, zooming a bit quickly there. Sorry about that. How's the Navy doing? Ooh. Training's going well, getting quite a few points from this. Elections in Italy. The elections of the Republic of Italy have ended with the election of Prime Minister Alcide De Gasperi, head of the Partito Popolare Italiano. The new Prime Minister has assured people, both foreign and domestic, that he will be able to resolve the Black Monday crisis. It seems that the former Prime Minister of Ivanhoe Bonomi's attempts to consolidate power in the face of Black Monday have failed. I was going to double check something. What the heck was it? Oh yes, I was going to see if any of these guys needed promotions. So Bayern could become an unyielding defender. Or a logistics wizard. Logistics wizard is just such a strong choice. But considering where you are, you're getting unyielding defender. And then Rundstedt. None of those really appeal. Mödel. Nah. You have no promotions available. Guderian. You can get Panzer Expert or Combined Arms Expert. Probably Combined Arms. Because we have got Rommel, who is going to be the Panzer Expert. Although now looking at this, these two should probably switch. or these ones at
Bereit zum
least,
Ausrücken.
should be in your army. So you have the
Bereit zum
tanks
Ausrücken.
and the motorized. These motorized? What's actually in them? They do have tanks. We'll leave it that way for now.
Angetreten.
Fishy's still doing what Fishy does.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.